gonna be doing Pandemonia today with Alien Vendetta. Pandemonia with Alien Vendetta. Let me just try the Amiga stuff for now because it's not doing Amiga stuff right now. Maybe I think I'll finish this off today. So, what is this gonna get me? Figured it would be that guy. Okay. Well, that was easy. Well, that was also rather easy. And to think I had such a difficult time with the boss that I summoned last time. Gotta say, the rocket launcher, this direct hitter is pretty good. One size fits all weapon when it comes to butchering demons. And on these later levels of Pandemonia, there's lots of ammo lying around for it too. So I recently saw in the news, on the gaming news, gaming on Linux. Most of the time I get most of my gaming news from gaming on Linux. Some of the gaming news I get it from people, from influencers on YouTube, but I recently read in the Gaming on Linux news that EA has finally finished being sold to Jared Kushner and the Saudis. And I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what EA is going to do from now on, but I'm not exactly optimistic about it. I'm glad I activated my armor special ability there. Where is that guy? Okay. Not exactly optimistic though. So what EA's gonna do next? Obviously they're gonna try to make money, but will their way of making money be something that gamers will like? Will it be something? Well, I don't think so. Well, they're obviously focused more on their... When you have well, EA is a private company. Well... Before EA was sold off to Jared Kushner and the Saudis, well, they were a publicly traded company, so now they are no longer publicly traded, but... EA is no longer publicly traded right now, so... So we won't get to see their financial reports. But also, will that give them more freedom to... Will that give them to do what they want? To do something to make games that gamers like? Or will that just make them even worse? Will that just send them further down the spiral of greed? Some people are saying there are a few people who are saying the former. There are some people who are, but there are people who are also saying the latter. Well, I guess we'll have to wait for. Well, I guess we'll have to wait for the reviews to come in from the... Guess we'll have to wait for the Steam reviews to come in and see how they're doing. Wait for... what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for like a year or for a few months, maybe a year, till EA puts out their next game, and then oh, stop it! I guess I'm gonna wait until EA puts out their next bunch of games, and then I will then read the Steam reviews and see whether they've done anything to whether they've done anything that the gamers like. It all comes down to the Steam review. I hear that publishers want Steam to get rid of their reviews, but I'd say that the reviews are one of the most defining, that the user reviews are one of the most defining things about Steam. Because the Steam reviews, first developer, actually give an accurate picture of the game from a player's perspective, rather than what journalists are paid to write. Game industry journalists, game studios can pay them to write positive hit piece on a video game, and then video game industry journalists can pay video game industry developers can pay journalists to write positive hit pieces on a video game, even if it's not really deserved. But Steam reviews come from the players, and they are not paid. But the thing about Steam reviews is that they force developers to take responsibility. Oh man, I'm so worried about that. So worried about getting effed by that guy that I activated my old fire for the right-hand electron shotgun. During vessel converted into vitality bonus. Yeah, you can only have 2 enduring vessels at once. Oh, I have no idea what's in store for us in the future when EA, for us in the near future or the far future when EA puts out more games. I really hope they don't. One thing I really hope they don't do is delist games from stores like GOG, because yeah, I need to do something. Hold on. Playing another classic, you see. Hello, Cliff Booth. Yes, I am. This is another classic. This is, well, it's a very heavily modded classic. It is Doom 2, but it's running on UZDoo. It's and it's with the it's with a gameplay mod called Dustin's Pandemonia, and by gameplay mod I mean new monsters, new weapons. This Doom has been brutalized. Yeah, there are a lot of brutal. There are a lot of Doom mods with. There are a lot of Doom mods with a lot of gore and blood and guts like that. So anyway, before I had my little break, what's that, the Gears of War skull? Yeah, I think that's the Gears of War skull. Gears of War, where it was, if I remember, Gears of War was originally an Xbox exclusive. It was originally an Xbox exclusive, but regardless of whether or not it was an Xbox exclusive, it was developed and published by Epic Games. Epic Games, they're kind of like, they're kind of acting like Nintendo when they, they refuse to release any games on Steam. They want to take games away from Steam. anyways, I was talking about EA being fully acquired by Jared Kushner and the Saudis. Yeah, Gears is your top franchise. First Gears of War, our game was and is available on PC. Other ones are Xbox exclusive so far. Except Gears 5 is on Steam, but fans keep hoping they will put out the original trilogy on PC. Yeah. Also, new Gears of War game coming out in a few months. It's called E-Day, which is a prequel. Oh, cool. Yeah, I hear Gears of War is now on Steam because, well, they sold Gears of War. Epic Games sold Gears of War to another company. I think that's pretty much the only reason why Gears of War is on Steam, because they sold it out. Epic Games sold it out to another company, and yeah, Coalition works on Gears now. Gosh. Well, Epic Games is kind of. Well, Epic Games is not refusing to put their games out on Steam because they see Steam as something as their primary competitor, and of course, I'm not sure that. I don't know why Nintendo doesn't want to put out anything on PC, but maybe Nintendo sees PC as one of their competitors. But I think they'd be more concerned about Sony, because PlayStation. This Doom mod is really cool. Yes, it is. It has it has plenty of content. So much content, in fact, that I think you'd be able to make a gacha game out of it. Well, that is. Well, even if you did make a gacha game out of it, you wouldn't be able to monetize it, because monetization is not an engine fee. Is not a feature that this game engine supports. Yes, pew pew pew. Oh, oh. Where to next? I have the yellow key. I have the yellow skull key, so. Yeah, I remember there being a few yellow bars in this. Wait. These are the yellow bars. Armor reconstruction kit. The armor reconstruction kit is one of my favorite features of this mod. Lets you repair your armor using armor points you saved up. Oh man, this armor's special ability. It's amazing. It's amazing because you get to. Because you get to walk through enemies and you get to take like 10% damage from the 10% of the damage that the attacks would otherwise do to you without the armor's special ability being active. And that might be a good thing, it might be a bad thing, but this armor protects against, and mostly protects against chaos damage. You do get a tiny bit of protection against explosion damage, but not really the significant explosion damage protection. Or it might be in the items. Chaotic chest plate, explosive resistance, chaos resistance. Man. Like how this rocket launcher, this direct hitter, is kind of a one-size-fits-all weapon when you go. And there's plenty of ammo for it lying around too, especially on these later levels of Alien Vendetta. Alien Vendetta is the map pack, the gameplay mod is called Dust's Pandemonia. Wasn't fast enough. Screw you, flyboy! Yeah, I was referencing something in Wing Commander Prophecy. If you shoot the Marine landing craft, he'll go, screw you, flyboy. Yeah. Oh, come on! I really like using the right-hand electron shotgun because first of all, it does a heck of a lot of damage. Second of all, there's plenty of ammo lying around for it. It's very, very generous with shotgun ammo. Like you'll find shotgun ammo everywhere in Doom. Right. That's full fear. I wonder if I'll find anything if I go back and polish this weapon. It's called the Immolator. It shoots out fire very quickly when you put a superior augment on it. This weapon is not really that good before you put a superior augment on it, but when you do, it becomes amazing. And it also works as a one-size-fits-all weapon when it comes to slaying enemies. Okay, I have the blue key. I can... Well, I need a red key for that. Blue key goes... Blue key goes somewhere else. Oh my, I had just enough ammunition for that. I had just enough ammunition for that. Man. Spring the Archie trap on me. Good grief. Okay. Well, Malignant Intestines will summon a mini-boss. Why would you want to do that for the rewards? Why would you want to do that? Well, for the potential rewards in store for you. Thank God, this attack's gonna be scary. Dude. So what is EA going to do now that... What kind of stuff is EA going to do now that they've been bought out by Jared Kushner and the Saudis? Are they going to make good games that actually appeal to gamers, or are they going to go deeper down the greedy rabbit hole than they already have been? Are they going to get rid of DEI? Are they going to get rid of their woke slots in their games, or are they going to what? Or will they become even worse? Money rules and ruins everything. Oh. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm just curious, though. Just curious about what EA is going to do. I hear one of the things said by the project leader of VLC is that money is like a jail. When if you get paid a whole bunch of money, you have to appease whoever paid you. Just with that. Yeah. And you can find it. You can see it on the... Well, there was a YouTube video I saw. It was titled... Why VLC chose jail over millions. Pretty clickbaity title, but you know, clickbait is king in this day and age, where social media is the primary means of making money. And Do it. Plunder all the just bullet ammo that they left behind for me. Okay, I found all the secrets apparently. Okay, wasn't there another secret within this? There is. There is another secret within that secret. Pure area map with a scanner. Got a mancubus. Got a mancubus up there. Just I know I have plenty of bullets. Wow. You know, I can hardly believe how powerful that is. Oh yes, this weapon is best against that boss is called, what a massacre. Yeah, I think, what a massacre indeed. You know, there's a special name for levels that involve murdering, destroying lots of demons. They're called slaughter maps. Didn't know that. Well, it's just something you learn from sticking around in the Doom community for a significant amount of time. Use this because I have lots of ammo for it, and you know, I can go back to get even more ammo for the you know, in the original, without this mod, these guys would all be chain gunners, and these guys would all be chain gunners, and it'd probably be a lot less dangerous. Then again, you wouldn't have these awesome weapons like Right on Electron Shotgun, the Fantasy Staff, BFG 10K, Direct Hitter, Meteorite, or the Lead Spitter, or the Immolator. By the way, I'm using an add-on for Dustin's Pandemonia called Insurrection, and that add-on rehauls the weapon system. In the original Dustin's Pandemonia, you have things called side grades, which they kind of enhance the weapon, but well, with trade-offs. The side grades make the weapon work differently with trade-offs. Dark Forces. Wonder if that's a reference to the Dark Forces game by LucasArts. Oh yeah, the spawn event. No, I don't know, but aren't really any Star Wars enemies in this game. There sometimes spawns when you sometimes appear. There's when the what the heck? Where is that guy? You need to replay Dark Forces one day. I've been playing it as a kid, but nonsense. Well, if you have the original Dark Forces, well, if you have the original Dark Forces on Steam or GOG, or the remastered Dark Forces on Steam, you can find a source for it called Dark XL. Well, no, not Dark XL. It used to be called Dark XL, but now it's called the Force Engine. I think you will get the one on Steam, and it's on a nice sale. Yeah, I think I did that. I have the original game. I have the original, non-remastered version on Steam, and it works well with the Force Engine. Yes, very cool. Well, I have the original versions of games. Well, not really the yeah, well, is it the original version? Yes and no. I usually buy for GOG, GOG, or Steam, so yeah. One thing about the Dark Forces spawn event is that it adds a few new enemies to the roster that you wouldn't encounter otherwise. Is that... and also when Night Dive announces another remaster, I buy the original from GOG just in case the remaster ends up. Not sure if I know a streamer called Kilgore Trout. He's original old games and original old games and on original hardware as well. You might like his streams. He has. Yes, I know about Kilgore Trout. I'm not following him, but I do know about Kilgore Trout's content. I know he sometimes does streams for GOG. He's one of the GOG.com Twitch stream team guys. I've been introduced. I've been on Twitch for a long time. I've been on Twitch for over 10 years now. I used to be, when I first got on Twitch, it was when I originally got on Twitch to watch the streams by Gaming on Linux, or the Linux gaming news website. What was that? Good grief. I'm not the only one with a BFG 10K. You're not the only one with a BFG 10K, you know. I hate you. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh, that was a bad idea too. I don't want to pick up the cell path here. That was also a bad idea. I gotta hit the enemies, not the walls. Really should consider, do I want to use the armor's special ability or not? And the thing about the fire weapons is that they are extremely effective against the Gore Hive class enemies, like this Leucoma. That enemy is one of the Gore Hive enemies. Flagling are ideal candidates for Gore Hive assimilation, taking their weakened states and invigoration them with a parasitic fury. Their efficiency of spreading infection increases tenfold, speeding across all terrain, clouding the air with gore, ripping apart flesh with unmatched intensity. Their biologic takeover also gives them even further enhanced durability against most forms of damage, although gore is incredibly susceptible to fire. Okay, it's a much better idea to pick up those now when I've actually spent some ammo on them, rather than, you know, Oh, and I have the drain room, so I have the drain room. So that lets me get health from enemies by hurting them. Use the armor special here. Wow, I'm quite low on rockets. Hey, secret area right here. No, I really wish that my new PC, Eli. I don't know if I already. Don't know if I already told you or not, but he put together a new PC. Like, and so for this one, I went all in with AMD because AMD's hardware is so well supported on Linux. Like you could get graphic, like you could play AAA games without even having to install the drivers because the drivers are already installed and the drivers are free and open source. Well, the drivers are free of charge regardless of whether you have AMD or Vendetta, but the AMD drivers are free as in freedom. You know, you get to look at the source code, study the source code, see how things work, and with the AMD graphics card drivers. With the NVIDIA driver, it's not the case with NVIDIA drivers. I had quite a lot of ammo. Quite a lot of ammo for the lead spitter, so I figured I may as well use it. Spurge rifle. No. Well, I was interested in the Spurge rifle for how it could hurt Ferris without getting a damage debuff. You know, these Ferris, they take half damage from bullet, fire, explosive, and plasma, and unfortunately for you, those are the most conventional damage types that most of your conventional weapons will do, including the right-hand electron shotgun. But if you have the Spurge rifle, it does poison damage, and so you don't suffer from that debuff when you attack the Seraph. But alternatively, I got this fantasy staff because it also does extra damage. This weapon can also do full damage to the Seraph. Good grief. Oh man. Well, I don't really have much to say about Sony giving up on making physical media. Of course, physical media that takes away. Making physical media, you need the raw materials in order to make physical media, like the metal. Of course, just making physical media takes physical resources to make, and well, most people find digital to be much more convenient, so people are going to refuse to make physical media. It just makes a lot of sense to not make physical media, but the thing is, I think the main concern is not so much about physical media, but the fact that your ownership is tied to the physical media, and that with the digital games, with the digital only games, it's hard to get ownership. Hard to have ownership of because of DRM and expiring licensing deals and stuff like that. In addition, PlayStation is known for Sony is known for removing games and movies from people's PlayStation libraries when the license agreement has expired. Well, I think a very, very long time ago, I wanted a PlayStation 2 because, of course, PlayStation 2 had all the games. You know, all the AAA games that I wanted to play. Some AAA games that I wanted to play. Whenever I got the chance to use a PlayStation 2. There was no way it's a big deal for me. Wow. What level is this? Is this level 28? What was that? Revenant. Man, looks like they aren't giving me as many rockets as I would like to have. Gotta make do with my other weapons. What was that, a pinky demon or an illusionist or revenant or... I don't know exactly. Okay, I have all the keys, so I should be able to open that door over there. Plasma is not exactly the best kind of weapon to use against Alfred Vash, but I'll do that anyway. Remember, there was a secret down there. And I was able to reach that weapon, that next weapon, previous weapon key in time too. They should be more, really should be more cautious when I'm fighting these boss guys. Hey, he dropped demonic essence ammo, so hey, why not pick it up? Okay, how do I get that door open? Did I forget to flip a switch somewhere? I think I forgot to flip any switches, or... How do I get this open? No switch over here. Well, it obviously needs a yellow skull key, so... Map 28. There we go. Yeah, good to see that. Just see that I'm being given a few more rockets. So I just love how fast these shotguns fire. You know, I think the biggest reason why I was never a fan of the shotguns in the original Doom was because they were slow to fire and reload, and yeah, I have both auto shotgun and a meteorite. And by the way, the meteorite is a durability weapon, which means it breaks after firing it a certain number of times. Well, at least without the upgrade. But fortunately I have the upgrade for the meteorite, which allows it to become unbreakable. Okay. Well, I see that's a Magitech augment. The Magitech augments usually go on magic weapons like this, but I already have 3 Magitech augments on it. I already have 3 arcane remnants. 3 arcane remnants on it. Fantasy staff is not only a magic weapon, but also an arcane weapon. There's a lingering fear. Pursuer bosses will now be more common. Conversion now casts evocations instantly. Evocations 75% resistance to all enemy attacks. Slows enemies within the evocation's connections. I'm not exactly interested in the in that weapon, the convergence. Oh man, I just received a notification for my email. And apparently, an AI saw my GitHub page, and they thought, hey, I don't know if the email was automated or not, but apparently an AI company saw my GitHub page and they reached out to me, but they had a job offer for me. I don't know whether or not to take it, but generally I don't do AI stuff. They claim, even though they claim to use AI in a way that accelerates people rather than replaces them. I don't know. There are good uses of AI, but there are also a lot more evil uses of AI. And most of the time I've seen AI being used for evil. Like scamming people. YouTube, the scam ads that you see on YouTube these days. Good grief. Okay. I didn't know that was the last secret area. Okay. That is a persistence rune. Obscure abilities and weapons unbreakable. It doubles the augment effects. Find these last two enemies before and destroy these last two enemies before I go. As soon as I find out where they are, they're gonna meet their maker. Is that one of them up there? Okay, there's one of them. Oh. I'm confused about what was the... Okay, the other one is up there. think I know. I think I know why, Mo. I know a few reasons why most video game developers never ever release their source code. Because if a video game developer releases their source code, then it opens up the possibility for other people to steal the game and sell it on Steam. And then the other party gets to make the money rather than the original developer. It's a shame that happens, but it does. I think id Software, the developers got away with it because it was at a time when you had very, very slow internet connections. We're talking dial-up here. And id Software gets away with it today because they have a legal team. They have a legal team protecting them. Yeah. If someone else will Doom and tries to sell it on Steam or GOG or itch, id Software's lawyers will come cracking down on them. id Software's lawyers will come down on them. And believe it or not, video games being stolen like that, it has definitely happened before. So the risk is very real. It's happened with even games that haven't released their source code. Games made in the Godot engine. Godot engine. Oh, reliable engine. Oh, killed him. Didn't he'd kill him. The Spring Shadows is complete. Fire walk with me. Okay, this is the second last level. There isn't really any weapon that does bonus damage against fire enemies, but Plasma does fire damage against cybernetic enemies, and Plasma weapons do bonus damage against cybernetic enemies and chaos enemies. Also, a lot of the chaos enemies are cybernetic, except for the cultists. Except for the robe-clad cultists. So crazy, so chaotic. actually think I really should have just... What? Featuring vessel here. Yes, this enemy is called the Blight Ghoul. This ghoul, whether it used to be human or demon, has had any recognizable part of it completely. Yeah. Those gore enemies are extremely weak to fire. I don't know if this is optional. I don't know if doing this is optional or not. I'm gonna get these guys anyway. Off these guys anyway. Oh man. I wonder what animal that sound comes from. I can hear the music very faintly now. Fortunate thing is that my computer fans are so much louder, so it's hard to hear. Hard to hear it above the... Hard to hear the music above the fans. By the way, I try... Just before I started the stream, I downloaded Aquanox from GOG and tried to fire it up. It works, but doesn't seem to have an option to run it in the window mode. I would like to, and the controls are a bit undersensitive. I have a mouse that lets me change the sensitivity, but... will that now? But I'm not sure if changing the sensitivity will really be enough. Some games are overly sensitive to the mouse, like Descent 3, when it comes to the cursor in the main menu. Some games are undersensitive to the mouse, like Aquanox, you know, the sequel to Archimedean Dynasty for MS-DOS. I could get the armor bonus. Dropped a lot of bullet ammo, but then again they are chain gunners. Right. It's nice to have regeneration. And a few more shotgun shell ammo pickup. Oh, I have to get rid of a bot. Hold on. Wonder where I got all those extra armor points from. I need in the armor reconstruction kit. Did they come from the abyssal rejuvenation sphere? Seems back there. I really wanted to see that for myself, but now in order to open that up, I think you need to press or shoot two of the faces in this room. Oh, we got an infight going on here. Okay. There's lots of chain gunners on this level, so I don't mind blowing all my chain gun ammo on that. Don't mind blowing all my bullets on that. Oh. Does I have to press the two faces, or do I have to shoot them? There's a lot of bullet ammo they drop. Yeah. You're not the only one with a BFG 10K, you know. Wait. You know, I do like to pick up the scavenge augments whenever I can, because I've taken a liking to the scavenge augments because they give you back ammunition for the weapon you have when you kill one of the enemies. Well, It gives you a chance of getting back ammunition for that weapon. But... Okay, last level, Point Dreadful. Yes. That reminds me, Dustin's Pandemonia replaces the Commander Keen with Sayori from Doki Doki Literature Club. Yes. I have not played Doki Doki Literature Club, and I do not know much about it. Other than some surface level stuff. I know that it's a visual novel and a horror game. How many rockets did it take to... Oh, I missed that one. The thing about that lift is the timing is super tight. You have to be there on time or you're gonna miss it. So you absolutely cannot waste any time when you make your way to that first elevator. Alright, that's Alien Vendetta finished. The absolute horrendous visage of the horrendous visage of the biggest demon you've ever seen crumbles before you after you pump your rockets into his exposed brain. Yeah. It's the original ending text from Doom 2. But Alien Vendetta has different ending sequences. See what they give me. Autocannon and a railgun. Well, I just beat Alien Vendetta, so time to move on to Amiga August challenges, I suppose. What have we here? God. Cursed Toho Gal. It's one of the icon. Yeah, it gives you a link to the final encounter on Ending Inferno. Well, I'm not going to do that today. Well, so anyway, I'm going to change the category to Commodore. put on the Amiga tag, add a marker, and fire up the Amiga Live launcher. Amiga Live folder, fire up the Amiga Live launcher. Excuse me. Low Point is a Tetris game with a twist, freshly developed and available with Stream Score. Developed by Hardwired Access and GMD. Developed by Hardwired Access and JMD of Retro Nanny, and free for all Amigans. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Shows my channel at the top of Amiga August. A lot of participants this year. Okay. Brian the Lion, beat levels, bonus time, Bubble Bobble, beat levels. Okay. I don't have much experience with Brian the Lion. CDA 32. I'm gonna use the AGA version if I can. Oh yeah, also, maybe be a good idea to post in the Amiga self-promo. Now that I've moved on to my Amiga part of my... Now that I moved on to my Amiga part of my stream, I had the message already prepared, I just... So, with Brian the Lion, you have to beat the bonus time in one of the levels. My goodness, that is Solo Revolution, the Workbench, FSUAE Amiga 1200. That is so slow. Okay. Obviously, you want to choose the English flag. Diagnosis Presents. Diagnosis was known for Shadow of the Beast. Reflections present Brian the Lion AGA version. Difficulty. Okay, so there is no easy difficulty. The easiest difficulty is normal. Take a little drink here. Okay, and with Brian the Lion, we start on the steamy jungle. Bonus time, 2 minutes. Okay. Brian the Lion. Brian is so big on the screen. What is with these? Game over. It's been way too long since I played Brian the Lion. Restart. Yes, restart. It's been way too long since I played Brian the Lion. Oh, this is so slow. Yeah, I know, the bonus time is 2 minutes. Go secret. Gosh, the tornado with the face and mustache took me to the secret. Bonus time, 20 seconds. Oh god, I can already tell that I'm not gonna make it. Bonus time. Bonus limit reached. Bonus crystals. Level complete. Man. Well, I suppose that challenge. I've already... B levels, bonus time. Okay. Yeah. Final one up 1 point, beat the stage 2 point. Bonus time 3 points, beat a bonus stage 4 points. Select your bonus world, Brian. Liquid land. Snorkel on, Brian. This watery place is filled with dangerous mines. Get too close and they'll explode, so be careful. Crystal Kingdom. Be careful not to fall, Brian. There are many spiky crystals to avoid, so time your jumps carefully. Sky High World. Way up in the sky. One wrong move will make for a bit of skydiving without a parachute. Watch out for popping balloons. I think I'm gonna try a liquid land. Freaking inertia, man. Bonus stick. Bonus paradise. Bonus time 3 seconds. How am I gonna beat a level in 3 seconds? Bonus time. Bonus limit reached. Crystals. Well, I guess the... Oh, what the fuck? Steamy jungle. Slippery movement. Damn you, slippery movement. You're killing me. course, it remembers that I picked up the boxing glove from my previous run of this level, so... It has been way too long since I played Lion. Why? Okay, fine, I'll teach myself. Try to practice doing that. Restart. Game's making me angry. Right. DB Jungle bonus time 2 minutes. Stupid idea. Approaching the bees rather than running away from them. Oh, I almost did not see the snakes there. Oh. How was I supposed to know about that? Come on. I know how to dodge. Game over. Screw you, man. Oh, this is annoying. Screw you! Screw you! I'm gonna have so much fun dying and crying and trying at this stupid game, at this ridiculous, difficult game. Jungle bonus time 2 minutes. Right off the bat, I get hit by a frickin' falling coconut on the. What is this nonsense? Oh! Second button jumps. Oh. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. Oh, so there are passwords. What the heck is going on? What is wrong with this game, this emulator, this Amiga? Steamy Jungle. No, so far I have not found any. So far I have not found any Elfro pickups. Any gloves other than that one. I think I remember seeing Demi stream this one. Retro Demiurgy. Didn't know that was a checkpoint. Oh, I gotta beat the bonus time. Hi, Brian. You won't be able to cross the Great Wall if you don't use Birdie, the bird's catapult. And how will I do that? Jump on the catapult. Well, to wake Birdie up. He's only sleeping on the job. Thanks, Chris. Bonus time, bonus limit missed. Okay, where is this? The Rocky Mountain? Rocky Mountain, bonus time, 1 minute 40. This is easier than the last level. Steamy jungle. Oh. Is that Goofy? Oh, goodness. Oh, great. When I get hurt, I get thrown all the way back to the starting position. How wonderful. Oh, I got the bonus time. I'm actually surprised I made the bonus time for this level. Like your bonus world, Brian. Sky High World. No! No! I'm an idiot. Well, I think in order to beat these bonus levels, you have to be very familiar with the game. You have to know the game inside and out. Okay, Pleasant Plains, bonus time. What was that? There was no way I was going to be able to survive that. Why can't I just continue? Secret. I'm definitely not getting the bonus to this level. I have to be a lot more familiar with this game than I already am in order to know how to beat one of those bonus levels. I also have to be familiar with the bonus level itself. What the hell? It's not giving me... Monsters respawn, but the pickups don't. It's not fair. My opinion, you can't have it both ways. Like I was aiming for that snake's mouth. What the hell? Idiot! Just because I was trying to beat some stupid time limit. I reset the Amiga. Oh. Yes, sir. Piece of shit. Garbage. At least I did better that time. So annoying. Coconut, that's surprising you. Falling on your head, blending into everything else. Would have been nice if the tan coconuts. Oh, fake! Ah! Maybe I can try that again. Oh, but I have only one life. Which is wonderful. That's great. Ah! You! Well, when you play the game for the first time, it's not as, especially a Commodore Amiga game, it's hard as hell. Like even I had a, when I first started playing Turrican through Amiga Live, it was hell. First time playthroughs are hell. Actually surprised I didn't get hit that time. Amazing. No! I think I'd rather be playing Woody's World instead of this. But there's no... I really gotta... Oh, I really have to. Good grief. I can't believe this. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Bad game design, in my opinion. Oh! It's not there. Like, they shake the coconut. No. They don't shake the coconut so that it's visible on the screen. I hate you, Brian. I hate you, Brian the Lion. Game over. Okay, so I guess if the two coconuts are side by side, they will fall. What do you mean? How pitiful. I know I missed the bonus limit time. Bonus paradise, bonus time, 3 seconds. Alright, I got a 1-up. How was I supposed to know the balloons would pop beneath my feet? Why is it on the first level they throw frickin' falling coconuts at you at the very first thing? Why? And you barely noticed them too. You'd be lucky if you noticed them. Dear. Yeah, see the gators poking their heads out of the water there. So hard to tell with the enemies blending into the background. Ah. Can't do anything. Alright, I got the bonus time. Bonus crystals, level complete. Wait, I am not using save states for this, because save states are way too unreliable for Amiga games. Okay, it's only certain balloons that pop when under your feet. The blue balloons don't. And Rocky Mountain. Am I really learning more about this game? Okay. Rocky Mountain, bonus time, 1 minute 40. like how I can jump on the bridge. Be a very good idea to pick that up. For obvious reasons, it's your health. It's your HP. Guy looks like Goofy, I dare say. Aw, man. I missed an opportunity to pick that up. I'm not getting the bonus time. And I forgot that the Joel's mine. Keep out. Oh, you mean like Joel, Joeler, and Joelist? Oh. Wow, I get a secret level instead. Wow. But the Fountain of Life. Whoa. But knowing these secret levels, they are pieces of. This time, 1 minute 10 seconds. Holy moly. Yeah, and you also have to mash the up arrow. In order to swim out, kind of like pressing the control key and commander key on these. Oh, I found one up! Kind of like pressing the control key and commander key in the Well of Wishes. There is really no way that I can... I can't even attack if I fall in solid footing. I'm all out of time. I don't even know. I don't know shit about this level. Outswim the beasts. Right now, I'm trying to just explore this level. Oh man. Is this the start of the level again? Probably is. Too bad Brian can't swing his paws. Too bad Brian can't swing his paws. Underwater. Why not? Oh, man, how was I supposed to know he was there, eh? Also, I imagine beating the level in 1 minute 10 seconds would take... not only memorizing the level, but also... is this the checkpoint? treasure chest. Is the treasure chest a checkpoint? Imagine being able to get the bonus time on this level with balls. Not only memorizing the level, but also getting the, not only memorize, skipping a lot of the other stuff that's in the level. Like maybe a secret level exit, or like maybe there's a secret level exit, or the crouch is just low enough too. I'm gonna take a guess that the treasure chest might be either treasure chest might be the checkpoint. Well, this is the furthest I've ever gotten in Brian the Lion. Gosh. Gosh. Bonus time, 15 seconds. Is this like a level that was taken from Sonic the Hedgehog? I think I'm gonna keep going at the Sky High world. Oh man. Okay, so I finally get a password. Or V87 VGQAGT. Gosh. What is this? It's a lovely day today, isn't it, sir? May I help you? Splendid speed. Whoa, 18 crystals to you, sir. This Bucks Galactic Megastore. Really Raj roar. Raji power like this will... Didorus jumping. Hold on to your wallet, that'll be 23 crystals. Heavenly hit point, that costs 10 crystals. Excellent choice, sir. Didorus jumping. Heavenly hit point. Continue play, that's 125 crystals. Excellent extra life. Please call again, sir. Okay. Gosh. Mountain of Life. The Rocky Mountain. Now I'm thinking I'm getting to the point where I can just actually enjoy the game instead of getting fucked by it. It would be nice if I could just play the game. Holy. That would be nice if I could just enjoy this game. Having to look without every. Even if this game is hard as hell, well, game's not for everyone. Oh, is this the shop again? I've had enough of this had enough of this bullshit. Okay, Bubble Challenge. That's co-op. I don't have... okay, the Bubble Ball Challenge is to beat the levels. Well, I remember there was a challenge for Tubular Worlds. Get a high score with 1 life. No, I think I played Tubular Worlds when I was a kid, but where is it? Where is it? Turbo Jam. Yeah, Turrican 2. Turrican 2, the final fight. I guess it's in the multiplayer games. Tubular Worlds. Okay, how about you bring up the Amiga Live window? I don't have time for the ping. Tuben. Turbo Tubular Worlds. Okay. I think I played Tubular Worlds as a kid, but it was on DOS. I don't know whether well, I didn't know it came out for Amiga as well. Okay. Tubular Worlds for AGA. Let's bring up FSCAE. Okay. Legion cadets preparing for battle. There is no way back. Copyright 1994, Dogware for Labs GmbH, produced by Creative Game Design. 1 player, 2 player. This looks real familiar to me. Okay, I assume that in order to get a higher score, I'd have to turn up the difficulty. So it has auto fire. That's nice to know. Good to know. Pro tip, keep the green weapon if you can. This weapon is also kinda good. Man, what is my score, eh? What the heck was... Oh gosh, the most famous shoot 'em up for Amiga is called Project X, I think. There's also Apidia for the Amiga, and the game Apidia is getting a remastered version. It's getting a remake. This is ridiculously slow. Don't know if I earn points for picking up the speed up. Being as OCD as I can, going as hard as I can with my obsessive compulsive disorder to get as many points as I can, pick up as much shit as I can. Use this and always missiles. I wonder why they haven't made a shoot 'em up yet, where you don't have to. Game over. Congratulations, Player 1. You achieved a top score. Please enter your name. Okay, so it just starts right when I... How the heck? How the heck did I keep my score from the previous run? Not have. Why did they do this? Pick up all these little bubbles. I don't know what the heck is killing me, but would be nice to find out. Oh Oh my good heavens. Oh my. Uh, oh my god. It's got aim in all directions. Heavens. Okay, so maybe that's why you don't want auto fire. I do like shoot 'em up games. My favorite is Tyrion 2000 though. My favorite shoot 'em up game is Tyrion 2000. How do I... Yeah, I just press escape to quit the current game I'm playing right now. It's kind of, just kind of relaxing after Brian the Lion. Oh, good grief, Brian the Lion. Get ready. Yeah, I have to earn all these points on 1 life. 1 HP. This game, it's 1 HP and a dream. Speed up. Why can't I be allowed to have more than, like, 1 HP? Is there a reason for it? Falling rocks, too. What the heck killed me there? It has to be on 1 life. Yeah. Thank goodness this is slow. Started out really, very freaking slow. The explosion from the enemies hurting me? No. Must be something else then. It's these graphics that remind me of that game by Manfred Friends. Called it's Rendering Ranger R Squared, kind of a spiritual successor to Turrican. Yeah, and Rendering Ranger R Squared was on the Super Nintendo. But 20 years later it got released on Steam. Good heavens, so the rocks fall up as well as down. Blow it up, will you, please? Damn! Falling rocks! What was that F1? F1 did something. But... Okay, I'm pressing keys on the keyboard and I can't seem to enter my name. Oh, please. Move faster. Damn it. Like the music. Oh man. Right. Well, the high score challenge didn't exactly restrict me to one level. Damn. Game over. Now this is getting annoying. Congratulations, player, you achieved a top score. Please enter your name. I'm just gonna exit the game. I'll actually... Oh man, I'm getting tired. Oh, I should keep the Amiga Live Watcher up. Stop keeping that thing below the others. Okay, so we have Traps and Treasure. There's Horror Zombie from the Crypt. I think I like Horror Zombie from the Crypt. Well, okay, so challenge was to sneak 1 point, beat stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and then beat the game for 5 points. Okay. So that would be, so Horror Zombie from the Crypt would be in the single player games, or maybe even my favorites. It would be up there with the H, Heroes of Might and Magic 2, or Zombie from the Crypt. I do like. I'm not liking Zombies from the Crypt. Okay. There's FFUAE. Right. We're Zombies from the Crypt. New True Life Color. A Millennium Film. Programmed by Stu Gregg. Special effects Spock. Directed by Terrified. Starring Rock E. Headstone. Introducing Carlton Cringe. Horror Zombie from the Crypt. Okay, I actually have one of the passwords. As you take your first tentative steps beyond the decaying entrance gates of the Valdemar estate, your senses are alerted to an unknown fearful presence. Make haste to the apparent safety of the... Please wait. Loading more horror. Gosh. This frame rate is really low, and it's rather unlike an Amiga game to play at a low frame rate. Okay. So what as I know what I need to do is pick up all the skulls. Also, that's how I get up there. Holy... Okay, so the way you activate the items is you press the space bar. I don't know how to switch between the items, but... Okay. Space bar activates the items. Is that a woman frog? I mean, you see the boobies. I think I see the boobs. Damn. Well, I'm just gonna restart. You make haste to the apparent safety of the mansion house. The aged oak door slams shut behind you. Okay. Wait for that guy to... Oh, right. The bar of the... You see how the bar there turns purple? That indicates how much time is left on your power-up. Oh yes, and then you have the women with no heads. And then you have this secret room behind the picture. How very stereotypical for the day. What the heck? That's something I gotta remember. I must have jumped too soon. It's an Amiga game, but it's such low frame rate. It is rather unlike an Amiga game to have such a low frame rate. That makes me wonder though, are there any games like that on? Just remembered, can't go that way because the spikes on the wall that pop out at you. Damn it. I think I've lost too many lives. Maybe because I'm going too fast or I'm not careful enough, I don't know. Wait, loading more horror. So now I know that just trying to look for any hidden rooms that I might have missed. I don't think I've missed anything now. But you know, with these games, they're just so devious in how they hide the secret rooms. I have to be really careful picking up that jet, because one more pixel and the zombie leaps out at you. Oh yes, Horror Zombies from the Crypt is also on MS-DOS, although I hear the DOS version doesn't have music. I don't know if the DOS version has sound effects, but okay, 6 lives. Okay, that's all the skulls. Now I can leave. Congratulations, you've completed level 1. Password is Wolfman. Still trembling from your first encounter with the undead and uneasy due to the enormity of your task, you decide to alert the local villagers by raising the flag over the West Tower. Surprised I was able to read that fast. Oh, good heavens. Man, well, there are 10 skulls that I have to pick up. Remember, this guy is here. Avoid being in the same position as he is, if possible. Well, you know, it took me a while to figure out that you can actually climb this. And that will get you to, well, that skull over there. If I remember, there's a place in this level which is a absolute trap. What the heck? Why am I? got an extra life. It is not. Okay, that lets me crouch. Oh, that's crumbling. Man, I have no choice but to run from here, because he's just going so fast. Oh, great. Got hit by the frickin' spike above the... frickin' spike on the wall there. Just firing to make sure that we hit any enemies before they hit me. Before they hit me. Okay. Now if I remember this potion be transforming me into a monster. Really don't know how I switch between the items that I have. What the poop? Man. This game's at a calmer pace then. Good grief. If I go not this long enough, maybe I go late. Maybe I do some more later. Okay, gee. No, I'm tired. No, I'm tired. I wanna quit. I wanna stop the stream. Yes. Thank you very much for coming. I really do appreciate it. You really made it feel like it's worth it for me to keep streaming, blah blah blah. Whatever. And I will see you maybe Friday or Saturday. Will I raid out? Well then just say goodbye. Man. Well anyway,